It's time. It's time. It's time. Today is August the 15th, 2024. It is 9:51 a.m. Welcome to another spinoff, which is entitled Book Review. Now, when I first started YouTube, I started off with just a motivational video. Then I added nature talk. Then I added discipline. And I went from there. So this is another spinoff, which will be called Book Review. In this particular spinoff, I'm going to be at least doing one book review a month, at least. I might do more, I might not. You just gonna have to tune in and see. Okay. In the thumbnail, we have the cover of the autobiography of Earl Simmons, also known as DMX, Darkman X, Dogman X. Okay. And I finally completed the autobiography of DMX. I finally completed it. In some of my past videos, I talked about me slipping and not completing it yet. But I finally did. I finally completed it. Last night I completed the autobiography. And I just learned so much from the autobiography of DMX. The only spoiler I'm going to be giving is the timeline. The timeline is from 1970, the year he was born, to 1998, which was the year he dropped his first two albums. One of the first artists, if not the first artist, to drop two albums in the same year. The first debut album is Dark and Hell is Hot, and the second album, Blood of My Blood, Flesh of My Flesh, which are two bangers. I highly recommend you listen to Is Dark and Hell is Hot and Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. But I learned so much from the autobiography of DMX. The main thing I learned was to be true to yourself. Don't compromise for nobody. DMX dressed the way he wanted to dress. He talked the way he wanted to talk. He rapped the way he wanted to rap. And he wasn't going to conform or be in somebody else's box. And I truly respect him for that. And I learned from him from that. Another thing is I learned from his autobiography is you don't know where people come from. How dare I judge somebody? How dare you judge somebody? You don't know where they come from. You don't know how they was raised. I don't know where they come from. I don't know how they were raised. So who am I to judge anybody? Who are you to judge anybody? We all come from somewhere. We all come from a background. We all have an origin story. Our experiences shape us into who we are. We are a product of our experiences. Find out what experiences DMX went through that molded him into the rapper and legend that he became. Okay. Another thing that I learned from DMX is you got to believe in yourself. He believed that he was the best rapper of all time. He was willing to battle anybody. He was willing to go outside into other people's neighborhoods to battle them. He believed he was the best. Believe in yourself. Believe that you are the best. 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 Believe that you are the best Because the best is what get this. The best is what get recognition. Strive to be the best. Strive to do your best. Those are just some of the things that I learned from listening to the autobiography of DMX. Listen to it, learn from it. I know you're going to learn from it. I know you're going to enjoy it. The last appearance that DMX did before he passed away, he did a prayer on YouTube. DMX had he was always battling himself. He was always battling, as I would call, the weak self and the strong self. And that's one of the things that, one thing me and DMX have in common is that we're both loners. I don't mind being alone. I don't mind being a lone wolf. You know? And he was mainly a lone wolf, even though he was married. Okay, he was mainly a lone wolf. You know, he ran with the pack when he wanted to. Okay. He did a prayer before he passed on YouTube. Check that out. DMX had a relationship with God. He had a relationship with God. Okay. You know, he pretty much, at the end of every concert, he would pray. Every song had a prayer. Okay. And DMX was the only, out of my three favorite rappers, which is 50 Cent, T.I., and DMX, he's the only rapper that I seen live when me and my sister went to go see the Bad Boy reunion celebrating 20 years, and he performed my favorite song, What's My Name, on the And Then There Was X album, which I believe was his third album. And it was a beautiful experience, you know. Everything was red. He was bopping on stage while he was rapping. You could feel the aggression. You could feel his energy. And one thing that stood out was his shiny bald head. You'd have thought somebody shaved that right before he came out. Had on a long white tee, jeans, Timberland boots. And see, this is what I'm talking about. DMX always stayed true to who he was. That's the main thing I learned. Stay true to who you are. Dress the way you want to dress. Think the way you want to think. Okay? Don't let nobody compromise you. Don't let nobody conform you to the way they want you to be. Be the way you want to be. So I encourage you, listen or read the autobiography of DMX. I learned a lot from it to help me in my life, and I'm sure you will too. This is the first book review of the new spinoff. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Enjoy your day and enjoy your week. And until next time, it's time, it's time, it's time. A moment of silence for Earl Simmons, also known as DMX. Rest in peace, DMX. Rest in peace, DMX. Rest in peace, DMX.